Very good morning, students. Namaste. I'm Dr. Shruti Mishra, and I'm Assistant Professor at Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. So we have reached to the unit third and last bullet point, that is industrial relations. So today we're going to study about the industrial relations and its theories. So basically there are three theories, but first of all we'll study about the industrial relations. So basically what industrial relation means. The term industrial relations commonly denotes as an employee and employer relationship. So industrial relations is about the employers and employee relationship, and basically to smoothen the relationship. So that's basically the objective of the industrial relations means. So industrial relation is a part of the management which is concerned with the manpower of the enterprise, whether machine operator, skilled workers, or the managers. So the industrial relations is also called as a labor management, employee employer relations. So in general, we call as industrial relations as an IR. So IR is a dynamic and the developing socioeconomic process, and IR can be defined as a coin having the two sides, that is cooperation and the conflict. So basically you need to understand, you can make the notes about the industrial relations, objectives, approaches, types, features, nature. So you can make those notes, and that is a very basic. I think I should not get into that. The basic point which I actually want to discuss with you students, that is the theories about the industrial relations. So first we'll discuss about the unitary perspective. A core assumption of the unitary approach is that all the members of the organization share the same objective, interest, and purpose. Thus, the working together hand in hand towards the shared mutual goals. Unitarianism has a paternalistic approach where it demands a loyalty of all the employees. So unitary approach means that all the employees share the same objective, same goals, same purpose, and working together in the organization. So that's what unitary approach means. That is the first theory of the industrial relations. So in this approach, the basic thing which employer expect from their employees, that the loyalty of all the employees. The next approach is the pluralistic approach, or pluralistic perspective. In the pluralism, the organization is perceived as being made up of the powerful and the divergent subgroups, the management and the trade union. This approach sees the conflict of the interest and the disagreements between the managers and the workers over the distribution of the profit as normal and inexplicable. There is a greater propensity for the conflict rather than the harmony. So this pluralistic approach says that there are that the organization is made up of the two subgroups. One is powerful and other one is divergent. Powerful group can be called as a management, and the divergent group can be called as a trade union. So these two groups have a conflict of interest, right? Conflict of interest and disagreements, that the trade union can allege the top management or the management or the employers, that they are receiving the benefits, but they are not but they are not distributing it among the employees. And similarly, the employers can say that we are disagreeing on this particular viewpoint, that we are sharing our profits with you, with all the employees, but you are not getting it. So uh, that's what the basic pluralistic approach says. Now the third approach says, that is the Marxist approach, Marxist, Marxist approach, right? So the basic assumption of this approach is that the industrial relation under the capitalism are an everlasting and unavoidable source of conflict. So what they feel and what they think, according to the Marxist approach, they think that the capital is a basic, everlasting, and unavoidable reason of conflict in the industries, or we can say in the industrial relations. So Marxist approach views that power relationship between the two classes, namely the employer, the capital, and the employee, the crux of the industrial relations, right? So however, the weakness of this theory is that it is narrow in the approach, as it views the industrial relations as a product or the outcome of the industrial conflict. So basically this approach only thinks about that the industrial relations only come from the conflict of the industrial conflict or industrial scuffles. So in this view, that Marxist approach think that the power relationship between the two classes, that is employer and employee, and the crux is basically the comes under the industrial relations. So this is all about the three theories, and the basic brief I've given you about the industrial relations. That's all for the day. I hope you like this video, and if you have any query related to this particular video, please do let me know below. So this session is powered by Digital Version 2.0, Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. Thank you so much, students. Have a great day.